Hi everyone, Alex D here. Hope you're doing well. Founder of 8-Figure Dream Lifestyle. I thought I'd share with you guys a couple of tidbits. We're actually here in the Grand Caymans for our partners meeting, celebrating 2017 and getting ready for an awesome year of 2018. So I just want to share with you a few things that we've learned in our lives as entrepreneurs. Maybe this will help you, will guide you on what's going on. What's up, Ednan? Good to see you. When we first started out, everybody kind of knows my story, but in case you don't, what's up, Maysoon? Good to see you. About 3 years ago, I started out with $462 in my checking account, and it was obviously an interesting time in my life. I was 39, was completely broke, and living with my mom and trying to figure out what I want to do in my life. So I started listening to a lot of personal development, went to a Tony Robbins course, and it was life transforming. So because it allowed me to basically start thinking about what I wanted to create in my life, right? What's up, Heather? Good to see you. Love you, girl. So the biggest thing that things just started basically spiraling, going in a great direction for me as an entrepreneur at that point. We started doing private equity, we launched an online business, and everything just started working. So as an evolution as an entrepreneur, the first part that ends up happening is you probably fail miserably. It's a part of the process. And the funny thing is, I've been doing businesses for the last 15 years. We've had ups and downs. And the psychology that happens is that the failure no longer affects you. You don't take it personally. You basically just go ahead and say, okay, this is part of the process. Like, here's failure, here's success. You have to go through it to get to success. It's not failures on one side, success on the other. It's literally like you have to go through it. I call it life lessons, right? So that's the first part of it. There's three parts of an evolution of an entrepreneur. So the first part is just results. You want to be able to get results because that's the first part that allows you to be able to break free, right? So once you get results, everything in your life starts changing because then you're no longer, you're making enough money. So you start making money for yourself. And then you're like, okay, great. So now I'm making money. Great. So you start getting results. What happens? Your confidence goes higher. Your self-esteem goes higher. Your family starts getting taken care of. And everything in your life just kind of like that whole peace of mind and security, the biggest things that we all really search for, it starts basically getting fulfilled, right? So when that changes, hi, Gina. God bless you. We got some awesome pastors on here. I love it. And by the way, here's my view for today. Not bad. We're out in the Grand Caymans. This is how we celebrate the end of 2017 and moving on to helping everybody in 2018. So the first evolution is just results. So once you get the results, everything in your life turns out well. So then what happens is you just naturally, you just want to contribute. You just can't help it because that's the next evolution, right? So next evolution, you're like, okay, I'm getting taken care of. What else can I do to help others? Because now I feel good, I'm getting results. And if you have something that's working, you just want to share it with others, right? So then that becomes the second evolution is contribution. Contribution comes out to where you just want to be able to give back to others, right? You want to be able to help others. And Tony Robbins and Russell Brunson, two of my mentors, basically shared the next evolution of growth as an entrepreneur. You can only learn so much. You're going to learn everything. You can read every book. You can listen to every podcast. Everything that you have, you can basically engulf it in you. But it's not until you share it and until you start seeing results in others that you actually grow. You grow as a person, right? So when that happens, you're like, okay, wow, that worked for that person. Let's help others because then you get the second impact, which is called fulfillment. There's two sides to the equation. There's achievement and there's fulfillment. Achievement is your results. That's the first category, right? Is you get achievement. If you guys have ever seen it, said, hey, you've seen like all these unbelievable actors, they make $1 million, $10 million. That wasn't enough. I thought I would be happy, but I'm not. And the reason why is because fulfillment is the second love. And how you get fulfillment is contribution. So once you start contributing, you're like, wow, okay, this feels really good. And that's basically the level that I went through, right? I went from basically making zero to constantly making 20, 30, 50,000 a month. Once I got to back to about 20, 30,000 consistently, my family was good. They're good. I'm getting married in about 6 months, so she's all excited. I'm able to help my mom. My mom is in retirement right now. By the way, if you ever want to help your parents, here's how you do it. Don't ever give them money because they won't take it. Just find out what their checking account is and just deposit it in their account every month. It's the funniest thing Because you put in their account, they're like, don't put money in my account, but it's too late. It's already in their account, so they can't say anything. That's just a little tip for you guys for want to help out like your parents. It's they get older and you want to help them during retirement, okay? Okay, so I just discovered I cannot go off the hotel properties, right? So, by the way, so here's the view. This is unbelievable. So, okay, so now you've got results, you've got fulfillment, right? Or you got contribution. So now you've got both of these things. And so now you start giving more back to people and you start realizing your success just grows tenfold. Not only are you fulfilled more, but you're helping others, right? You're helping them reach their goals and what they want to be able to accomplish. And so now you start leveling to a whole nother plane of success. And it really is the old adage of the more you give, the more you get. It really is true. And then what I'll share with you guys is the next evolution of the entrepreneur is what we call legacy. And that's when the giving is the getting. That's the best way I can describe it to you. It's when you give, you are actually fulfilled just from that. And legacy is basically a part where you're making an incredible amount of money. Let's just say 50 to 100,000 a month. Like financial is no longer your concern, right? And so you're sitting there going, okay, well, what else can I do to change the world, right? So that's the part where you reach in. It's basically, it's all about legacy. So what is legacy? Legacy is if you're going to look back on your life 50 years from now and wanting to know, like, what have I created? What is my life really about? You look back on it and you're like, wow, yeah, that's pretty freaking cool. What I was able to accomplish in just one lifespan, right? And it's such much bigger than just, it's so much bigger than helping your family. It's so much bigger than just helping your community and your church. It's actually about impacting the world. And what's so great in the life we live now, technology literally allows you to, like today, I'm talking to you, it literally allows you to be able to impact the world on such a global scale with just simply being from wherever you're at, right? So those are the three evolutions of an entrepreneur. So it starts out with results. You get results for yourself. And then after that, it comes out to contribution. You start giving to others. But then the third part is you really get to legacy, and that's really what life is all about. Now, what's interesting is legacy, guys, is really what it's all about. But it's really hard for people to focus on legacy when they got to take care of bills and they got to take care of their family and basically free up those 60 hours a week where they're constantly working on just results. So that's essentially what our business provides. It allows you to be able to be online and allow you to do this on a regular basis so you can really focus on what's important, which is legacy. And as Gina just said here, let's change the world. Absolutely. Okay? So I want you guys to think about that as you're an entrepreneur, and whether you're an entrepreneur now or you're wanting to become one, the key is like, what is it really about? Entrepreneurs don't become entrepreneurs because they just love being entrepreneurs. No, they love to have the freedom. They love to be able to dictate their own schedules. But the reason why they work so hard is because they're all living towards legacy. That's really what it's about. Okay? So hopefully this was helpful. Thank you everybody for joining us. And just to kind of give you guys an idea, what we do in our business right now, I'm actually here at a partners meeting. We're in the Grand Cayman celebrating this year. It's been an unbelievable year. We've impacted a lot of lives. And what we do is we have a 4-day meeting. The first 2 days, we just celebrate the previous year. So that was yesterday, and today we're going to go boating. We're going to go swimming with the stingrays, go do all this really cool stuff and just celebrate everything we accomplished, because that's a big part. Sometimes as entrepreneurs, we don't take enough time to just recognize everything we've done. We're always looking, moving, forward. So you got to take some time to just celebrate what you've already done. And then once you do that, then you feel fulfilled. Then the next 2 days, what we're going to do is just basically plan out how we're going to develop a legacy for others in 2018, right? So for those of you who are interested and you're like, wow, these sounds like your values. This sounds like something that you'd like to be a part of. Get back to the person that invited you here and let him know that you'd like to find out a little bit more about the business. What's so great is everything we have is pretty much automated and outsourced. And they're not even going to try to sell and tell you. They're going to invite you to a webinar that basically explains the entire business, literally in an hour, okay? So for everyone that's on, thanks for joining. Thanks, Gina, Patrick, Brian, Heather, Masood, and of course, Adnan. Adnan, I don't know how you do it, bro. School, master's degree, 2 kids, and still have time for Facebook Lives, man. Love you. All right, God bless you guys. Have a great day. Bye. Bye.